the amount I wanted. How did you know? Thank you. Back at you. I appreciate it very, very much. And welcome. And you all look so festive right now. You all look very holiday-ish. And I like it. I don't know what it is, but maybe it's our decorations, but everybody looks a little more like they're in the spirit. That was back in my dressing room. That was Andy Lassner, one of our producers. You may recognize. He's the guy who always trips on stage or walks in front of the camera in the middle of the show, or one day accidentally shut off the entire power for the building for 3 hours while Alicia Keys was waiting to perform. And you're wondering why let him handle fire. And because he's Jewish, and because tonight is the first night of Hanukkah, so happy Hanukkah. It's a Jewish tradition to all of you. So that's what happens. The candle is lit on the menorah. That's what that is. I'm learning all about it. And since tonight is the first night, then for 8 nights after that, every night after sundown, they light another candle on the menorah. And I think it's great because it's always at night after sundown, which I think is the best time to observe a holiday in the evening, because then you have the whole day to get ready, to prepare, to get to, to buy the gifts or shower or exfoliate or whatever you need to do. I can't stress it enough. Whatever you celebrate, exfoliate. It's a way to remember it. It rhymes. Celebrate, exfoliate. But exfoliate first, not after the celebration. Actually, exfoliate, celebrate, and exfoliate again, depending on how much you celebrate. So anyway, because there are all these traditions that I think we should observe. I mean, there's Hanukkah, there's Kwanzaa, there's Christmas, and I don't know exactly what culture gave us the fruitcake, but it should stop. It should. I don't know if anyone claims it, but they probably don't want to. Does anyone like fruitcake? Really? A couple of people do? Do you enjoy chewing on a tire as well? It's so thick, and the fruit, I've never even recognized anything that's in there. I do like actually eggnog. That to me is one of my favorite things this time of year. I don't know why it's just around now that eggnog, yeah? Yeah. It's delicious because you get the fun of drinking, and you also have the protein from the scrambled eggs that's in there. I'll tell you, if they could figure out a way to put turkey bacon in your cocktail, you could really take care of yourself. If you actually, now that I think about it, if you order your drinks carefully, you can survive on olives, celery sticks. The bar fruit alone is filled. Those maraschino cherries, I believe, are loaded with antioxidants. So remember, this holiday season, drink responsibly. Another tradition that I love, actually, is the holiday attire, which is, all the sweaters that come out with the snowflakes and stuff like that. And we always have that one relative at a party that hangs the mistletoe from his hat right there that you're forced to, that's funny. Personally, I would like to ask everyone right now, please don't dress your dog as a reindeer. They don't want it. It's damaging for the poor doggy. And then I always like when people get into the spirit so much that they put a wreath on their grill of their car. Like they've gone out in the woods and killed it and they put it on the front. I believe my favorite holiday tradition of all, though, is dancing. happen yet, I couldn't. Because music makes the bourgeois
come together.
Thank you, Mr. DJ.
Thank you.
On the show today, Liam Neeson is here. He's in the new movie, Kenzie. He was in Schindler's List, Gangs in New York. He's a very talented, handsome Irish laddie. And if you know me, and I believe you do, that my Irish genes sometimes will come out when I talk to the people from... I can't help it, man. I really don't think I could be worse at accents than I... It is impossible. I could be right next to somebody. I don't know how people do it. Also on the show. That's British. George Lopez is here as well. He's in the new TV movie Naughty or Nice on ABC. And that movie's on ABC, but also you know him probably. He was lucky enough to land a role on the George Lopez show. And can you imagine if he hadn't gotten it? I call him G-Lo. That's what I call him. And he's a funny, funny guy. He's as funny as the day is long, I'll tell you that. Although right now there's daylight savings time. He's funny as a long summer day. Which I believe is a line for a deodorant commercial. All right, hey, we haven't told you yet, but you remember that we tried to get Houston in a movie? He got the part. He's in a movie. Yeah. So, he's in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, and we're going to call him later in the show and see how he's doing. And also, now we just started decorating for the holidays. I think we're right on time. Some people start decorating like right after Thanksgiving. They've got their tree up already. Some people wait till the day before because they're only $1. But that's beautiful, isn't it? It's just beautiful in here. And so people are sending us Christmas cards. So thank you to everyone who's sending Christmas cards. And we will try to show as many as we can. If we can't read them and show them, we'll at least hang them somewhere. Where are we going to hang them? Do we know yet? Somewhere? All over. All right, so, and this one comes from Joan, and here's her Christmas card right there, and which I guess is kind of mimicking my backyard, although there's no owl or bobcat, but we could probably make that a owl right there. And that could be a bobcat. And it's from Joan, who I don't know, no last name, just Joan. So I'm assuming it's either Joan Rivers or Joan of Arcadia or Joan Jett. I don't know. But thank you to all the Joans out there. And look at the little kitten in you know, there's nothing better as a stocking stuffer than kittens. The joy of reaching down in there and pulling out a kitten. This is just a traditional snowman card. No last name, again. Just Lindsay and Alana and Heath and somebody. And I don't know who the snowman is because the snowman, Frosty the Snowman, was a jolly, happy soul with a corncob pipe and a button nose and 2 eyes made of coal, and he's got none of that. He's got a carrot for a nose and what looks like to be a handle of an axe underneath. Wait a minute. Oh, this is not a Christmas card. No, this is a wanted poster. I'm realizing. If anyone sees him, careful. Hey, if you're coming to the show this December, we're asking that you bring an unwrapped toy for our Marine Corps Toys for Tots collection. And look at all the people bringing toys. Thank you very much. A lot of different companies are donating toys, and the folks at Leapfrog have donated 250 of these handheld Leapster learning systems, and it's a computerized toy, and it helps kids learn how to read, write, and draw. Kids love these things. The Finding Nemo little electronic book is in here right now. They're available at stores everywhere, and so they donated these for Toys for Tots. That's fantastic. Thank you so much for doing that. And expect anyone. I don't even have my face on, but who could that be? What? I guess, you know who can tell us what that means? That's right, Rod Stewart. Rod Stewart, tell us what it is.
It's Ellen's 12 days. It's Ellen's 12 days. It's Ellen's 12 days of giveaways.
That's right, day 4. How cool is that Rod Stewart sings our 12 Days theme song? Thank you, Rod, very much. Okay, so Big Jen, come on out here. Big Jen, here's... where you get the free cool stuff. And also they make really great gift ideas if you were not here in person. If you don't know what you get somebody that has everybody, gift cards are always a great option. But the thing is, you give the store gift cards and they're only good at one place. So the American Express gift card is good all over the place. Purchased, Amex will make a $1 donation to St. Jude Children's Research Hospital today. Everybody in the audience is getting an American Express gift card worth $200. All right. Oh, but that's not all. Also, this right here is a Beamer video phone from the Alta. It adds, what happens is it adds video to your phone calls. So when you actually want to see friends or family, you just pick up your phone and call, like on the Jetsons. It's very easy to work. You just plug it into your phone and your phone into the Beamer and you'll see. And it doesn't cost any more than a regular phone call does. There's no service fees, no contracts. And of course, you have 2 of them. You got to have 2. So here's how it works. The Beamer right here calls the person with the other Beamer, and you can see each other. And what we did, I gave one to, you remember our friend Charlotte Kitty Pope? The woman that, if you don't, let's remind you, she was in the audience one day and... Kitty's on the line right now. Hey, Kitty?
Yeah.
Can you see me?
I can. You look just as sweet and adorable, especially your hair.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, that woman, she doesn't know what she's talking about, does she?
No, you're perfect.
Thank you, Charlotte. Or I'm going to call you Kitty. I like calling you Kitty.
Okay, I like to be called Kitty.
All right, good. Well, speaking of that, I'm going to turn so you can see that I'm talking to her. Have you become a big celebrity since the show?
Well, out of your popularity, I certainly have, yeah. In fact, you know, when I came back from a trip from Branson, went back to my aquafit class, and the ladies were already in the water, and when I walked in, they all put their fingers in their ear, you know, like I did, and go, kitty, 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 kitty. And, you know, oh, and another thing, when I was in Branson, after the performance was over, I was sort of standing to the side of where they were signing out autographs, and I turned around, I got a line. And I said, no. The line is over here. You've got to move over to the side. And these insistent little old ladies said, no, we want Kitty's autograph. So I made little kitty paws on their program.
That's great. Well, Kitty, I'm glad. You should start selling those autographs. You're going to get that a lot more. And we have to go, but I know that you are expecting your first grandchild soon, and they live in Virginia, so you're going to get to see your grandchild all the time.
That's going to be wonderful. It's going to be a little Chinese orphan girl.
Oh, that's fantastic. Well, congratulations.
Thank you so much.
All right, I'll see you later. Bye, Kitty.
Bye-bye.
All right. All right, so normally the Beamer video phone retails for $499, but today everybody's getting 2 for free. When we come back, Liam Neeson's going to be sitting right over there. We'll be back with Liam Neeson. Our first guest is an Academy Award-nominated actor who you know from big films like Schindler's List, Star Wars: The Phantom Menace. His new movie, Kinsey, has critics raving. Please welcome the very talented Liam Neeson.
Bad choice of color, right?
No, it's a great choice of color. That's
It's like,
beautiful.
where do you keep the batteries? You know?
No, I like it a lot. You look great.
Thanks, on you too.
Now, and how about, what did you think of my accent, laddie? I do a good Irish accent, if you'd like to hear it the entire time.
Do you want to start it?
I'll start it now. How?
It sounds a wee bit Scottish to me.
Really?
But it's a really
Tell
good...
me the difference between the Scottish and the Irish, laddie.
Well, laddie they say in Scotland a lot.
And what do you say in Ireland?
We don't, I don't know if we have an equivalent.
No?
Actually, where I come from in the northeast of Ireland, you can see the Isle of Skye 30 miles away. So my hometown is called Ballymena, so we're actually known as Ballymena Scots. So I don't have this traditional brogue.
Yeah.
You wouldn't call my accent a brogue.
No, it's not a brogue.
Right. Well, that's good.
I didn't know you wanted me to do the brogue.
That's better, that's better.
Now, you actually, because you had to lose your accent for the movie, and is that easy for you to just erase that?
Yes, of course it is, darling.
Really?
No, I work with Debbie Hecht, this wonderful dialect coach, and it's a constant thing every day and before every scene.
Yeah.
Because I'm not one of those actors that kind of comes off set and keeps it all.
Do you go right back into a normal accent when you
Oh,
break?
yeah. Yeah. And at the end of the day, I like to hang the character like a coat behind the door. I like to know it's there. You know?
Yes.
But
Yeah, you don't need to keep in character the whole
no,
time.
I can't.
I have a gift for you because I found out that you, which I'll let you explain first because I don't know how much you're into this, but you chew toothpicks nonstop, which you don't have right now.
I do actually, yeah.
Like, is it really nonstop? How do you?
I've taken the label off so that there was no advertising, but they're tea tree oil toothpicks. And when I used to smoke, I chewed these as well. And it was like, okay, what's going to go, the cigarettes or the toothpicks? And I thought, sorry, cigarettes.
Yeah.
You want to try one?
No, thank you.
Okay.
But shouldn't you have a nice flat, like sterling silver, some kind of beautiful case for that?
Sometimes people get me these little gifts of, and they're very beautiful, but they're kind of tricky to open. And they've got little chains and stuff.
Well, you need something that's easy opening, because what you want to do. Go ahead, take them.
Thank you, sir.
Just take the whole thing.
What do you do? All right. And they're bigger too.
Yeah. Yeah, you just need to make sure you get the right thing.
That's great. Thanks, Sarah. Thank you.
Make sure it's classy.
Can I take that home?
Yeah, you can have that, actually. So, and do you actually really chew them? Do you, because that's what someone said, that you do it nonstop.
I do. I chew them and I suck them and then I chew them up and then I get rid of it.
You don't swallow it?
No, I don't swallow it.
Good.
But it's, I guess it's kind of quite rude, but I've been doing it for years and it helps me think and it helps me, you know.
Well, it's better than smoking.
Relax
I would say
sometimes.
that's. I would say there's nothing wrong with chewing on a piece of wood over smoking.
Certainly is.
All right. So, and also, here's a beautiful picture of your wife, Natasha Richardson, which is that's. You've been married 10 years. That's you and your wife.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's you
I
and
was
your wife.
checking out my gear. I
Yeah.
should have worn that tonight, actually.
No, you look great. I don't
That's
know why
her.
you're.
I haven't seen her for a while. She's in Shanghai making a movie.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow, that's hard because you have 2 kids.
We have 2 kids, but we actually just got back from there last Sunday.
And you've been married 10 years, right?
10 years on. Yeah.
So, and how long so you were doing How long do you go without seeing each other sometimes?
Well, up until this piece of work, we don't let it go beyond 4 weeks. But this time it was like 9 weeks.
Because your family's in Ireland, right?
Yes, actually, you know something, I have to tell you, my mum's flew in to New York last night, which is where I live. And when I saw that little segment with that lady, Kitty, she's very like my mum, and my mum's called Kitty too.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I just made up her name. Her name's Charlotte, but we saw her in the audience one day, and we didn't know who she was, and I just named her Kitty, and it caught on, and that's not her name at all. And then she finally contacted us. She thought we'd just leave her alone, it would go away, but she didn't know me.
She's a big star now.
So now she's a big star, but that's your mother's name, Kitty.
Yeah.
So that's why I thought that...
and Kitty is Irish for Catherine.
Really?
Just so you know. Yeah.
Probably from my background, I decided to do it. All right, we have to take a break. When we come back, I want to give you a little gift.
Thanks, son.
All right, we'll be right back. We're back with Liam Neeson. It's a clip from Kenzie, and there's just a lot of Oscar buzz about with your performance in this. You're so good in it, and the film is so good.
Thanks, son. Thank you.
I really didn't know anything about Kenzie, until I saw the movie.
Nor me. I certainly didn't know anything about him growing up in Ireland. You know? And in fact, I think the books were banned there until like the 70s. You know?
And how do you feel about, were you raised in that kind of family that sex was not talked about, or?
Yes, I was brought up in a very, very traditional Irish Catholic background. I had 3 sisters. I have 3 sisters, I should say, my parents. And yeah, sex was not talked about. Never, ever talked about, nor was it talked about at school, you know. And I learned it from bathroom walls, essentially. Drawings, you know. Crude drawings.
Right.
And also...
I'm sorry, I was thinking about a drawing I once saw.
Tell Dr. Kinsey.
Now, will you talk to your kids differently after doing this movie, or would you have talked to them the same way? Because, I mean, the way that the family spoke at the dinner table, I was just like, oh my God, I can't imagine parents talking to their kids that openly.
Yeah.
Are you scared of talking to your kids about that?
I kind of, in my head, I want to see myself with the toothpick and the cardigan and the roaring fire and saying, come here, sons.
Yeah.
You know, doing all that. But I suspect I'll get very, very uptight. They've already started asking pertinent questions. We haven't quite got to the, you know, maybe a little soupçon of the birds, but definitely not the bees. You know? So we have that ahead of us. You know?
Yeah. Well, you said they're 8 and...
8 and 9.
Yeah. That's, you know, hopefully kids can stay kids for a little while longer.
Oh,
Kids are
please.
growing up too fast now, and they don't need to
fast.
know that yet.
I agree.
You know?
I agree.
Not till they're 20
But
or
I'd rather
21.
they hear from us rather than
Yes, well,
bathroom walls,
exactly.
or-
Right. Yeah, bathroom walls. Well, there's sometimes moisture that distorts things, and... all right, listen, we want to give you this gift because your family is in Ireland, and it's the video phone that we were just
Oh.
talking about. So,
fantastic.
And Kenzie is currently playing in theaters everywhere. We've got an update on Houston after this. Don't go away. We'll be right back. What with the holidays and all, we haven't had a chance to update you on Houston's progress with the Dukes of Hazzard movie, so I'm pleased as punch and proud as a peacock to tell you that Houston is now, as we speak, or as I speak, actually, you're not speaking, I'm speaking, and if you'd be speaking at the same time, it'd be rude, but he's in Baton Rouge, Louisiana on the set of his first movie, The Dukes of Hazzard, so I want to call him and make sure he's... God knows what he's doing. He's representing us up there. He's in his hotel room, right? Yes. Trashing it, probably.
Thank you for calling. Can I direct your call?
Hi, who's this? Yeah. Can I have room, please?
Sure, one moment.
Thank you.
Hello?
Oh, Houston, did I wake you?
Ellen!
Hi, how are you
Hi.
doing?
Hello?
Yeah, hello.
Are you still there?
Did you drop the phone when you picked it up?
I fell off the bed.
I see. Don't say that. Tell me. All right. Well, remind everybody who's in the movie there with you.
It's Sean William Scott, Johnny Knoxville, and Jessica Simpson are the main people.
Okay, that's good.
And then, Burt Reynolds and Willie Nelson are in it.
What?
Burt Reynolds and Willie Nelson.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow, that's a big movie.
I didn't know that, so
Yeah.
that was crazy.
Housen, just tell me right now, is Jessica Simpson there with you?
No.
Okay, good. All right, well, tell me everything that's happened to you since you got there.
Well, since I got here, we just rehearsed last week. Then we had the weekend off, and then, let's see, the last couple days, we've just been doing establishing shots, which is like, basically we just been sitting around a bar all day.
Uh-huh. That must
Pretty
be tough
fun.
for you. Yeah.
Yeah.
And what, have you done any stunts at all?
Well, in rehearsal, we did those. Like, we did the fights, the whole fight stuff in rehearsals.
And who beats you? Does Jessica Simpson beat you up?
Actually, it's Sean William Scott.
He beats you up.
Yeah.
But what is this that I heard that you did something where you jumped off a stage and actually Johnny Knoxville said, "What the hell is wrong with you?"
No. Well, that was at a party. I don't know. I decided to jump off this stage. And it was pretty funny, I guess.
You know, there's something really scary when Johnny Knoxville is asking what's wrong with you. That's the guy from Jackass who does just about anything.
I think everybody was like, "What are you doing?"
Yeah.
And I was just like, having fun.
And then I read on like there's some internet story going around that you did the worm for some girl at a private party.
Well, no, some girl came up and was like, "Hey, do the worm." So I was like, "Okay." So I did the worm.
You don't have to do anything that anyone asks you to do.
I know, but I like to.
All right. No, you're good at the worm, but just be careful.
I'm being careful. I haven't gotten hurt at all. Just a couple of scratches and
Yeah.
stuff.
No, I don't mean that. I mean you're representing us.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Be a good boy.
No, I have been.
All right.
I've been very good.
All right. Good. All right.
Yeah.
We're really proud of you that you got in the movie.
Ellen, I don't know how I'm ever going to repay you.
I'll find a way.
Crazy.
All right. Well, I love you. Huh?
It's not as fun as working for you, but it's pretty fun.
Aw, you're sweet as can be. All right. Well, I love you, and we'll see you soon. We're going to call you again before you come back and find out how things are going. All right?
Okay. I love you too. Miss you greatly.
Okay. Bye. I miss you too.
Okay.
Bye. When we
Bye.
come back, George Lopez is going to sit here. We'll be right back. Well, this Saturday, you can catch our next guest in the ABC holiday movie Naughty or Nice, but we know him from his self-titled sitcom George Lopez. Take a look. Please welcome back the very funny George Lopez. You look very nice. You look lovely.
Thank you. I'm still
You look
50 pounds down.
You look great. Look
Thank
at
you
you.
very much.
How much weight have you lost?
50 pounds. Ellen, 3 cup sizes, I'm down. Which 50 pounds for a Latino, that's, the conversion chart is 175 white pounds.
Really? Why do you say that?
Because, Ellen, I look at food and I put on weight. I mean, I just look at it.
Really? It's just that easy that you...
It's just the worst thing. I mean, I see places, and my grandmother cooks good Mexican food. It's real, and it just,
Yeah.
That's what the breakfast burrito being so popular, I cannot believe, because it puts me to sleep. I'm driving, So when I first started to lose weight, I used to take Tylenol PMs because I didn't want to eat after 7. So I figure if I got the hell out of this earth,
Yeah.
so I would after 7, I'd start getting hungry and I'd pop a couple of Tylenols and
Yeah.
when I woke up, it was breakfast.
Uh-huh.
So one time I'm in a haze, I'm in a Tylenol haze, and I'm in my bed, and I got pajamas and a torn, golf shirt and socks that, the heel is up here in the middle of the
Right.
foot, and it's 10:45, and I look at the clock, and I said, I can make it to McDonald's and be back. They close at 11, so I go down to McDonald's all hazed out on
Wait, you didn't
Tylenols.
change? You're in that?
I was in that, right? Because I was going to go through the drive-thru. I wasn't planning on getting out of the car, and then the drive-thru's closed. So I get in, I go inside, but there's nobody inside. And then as I get in, 15 very attractive, it looked like the cast of the OC came in. And they were standing behind me and they were looking at me, they were like, I thought he was doing good.
Yeah. That's the way those tabloid stories start, that you're dressed like that, wandering around. Look.
But the saving grace was the guy goes, you know, Eric Estrada's really let himself go. Dodged another one.
Now, and how's your wife, Ann? Is that her name?
My wife is the best.
Does she like the new, or does she care?
She liked the old, but she really loves it. And she's Cuban, so their sexual drive is on. I mean, you know, that's why they want to get out of Cuba, because they just want to make love. They want to swim to America to conquer us, you know. So she's got a.
I didn't realize that.
I think they say political reasons, but I'm going with that one. No. So she you know, is very in touch with her body. And I work a lot, so you get home, you know, I even start talking even before I get in the door. I'm like, oh, my tired. I'm like Bob Hope. I walk in every night. Well, I'll tell you, I'm tired. Wow, I'm tired. So I usually try to take a shower and slide into bed. And sometimes when I'm in the shower, she'll prepare the room with candles. That's how I know it's.
That's the sign?
It's like when Paul Revere, when the British were coming, the candles in the window. That's how I.
It's time for you to wake
That's how I
up.
know it's time to. Yeah. I go. Oh, you know what? Let me go take another shower because I wasn't planning on this.
Well, but if you've lost weight, you must have a lot more energy now.
You would think.
Yeah. We have to go to a commercial. We'll be right back right after this. We're back with George Lopez. And that is from the movie that'll air Saturday night on ABC. It's Naughty or Nice.
Yes.
And you play a bad, like a shock jock guy?
A shock jock in Chicago that work has consumed his life, and it's, you know, kind of autobiographical, you know. So he finds out in the end what is really important to all of us, which is family. And it's a kind of a feeling we carry around the holiday season, but we should have it all year round, and we kind of forget and then get it back.
Right on.
So, you know, my wife, Ann, executive produced this movie.
Oh, really?
So I'm proud of her for that. And when she came with it, she says, I want to do this movie about you, and we're going to be in Canada, in Winnipeg. And they said, yes, Winnipeg? They send
Beautiful.
scientists there, Ellen, to study mosquitoes, because there's so many of them there. You can never be cool talking, hey, how you do? Hey. So it's and it's a wonderful world of Disney, which it's the only ABC movie, Christmas movie they did, and to have a Mexican American lead actor in it, I think is huge for us.
Yeah, good for you.
Nice.
That's great. Well, you're right. She executive produces your show as well, right?
She executive produces me. So
I see.
Yeah, she's very involved in the career. We're partners in this, in life and in the career. And you know, I think she's done a pretty good job with me, because left to my own devices, I wouldn't be here with you.
She's doing all right, so you do whatever she says. All right, so
I do.
Hey, the other day I was talking about my head is so small I can't find hats to wear because my head is so small. And literally, I really went this past weekend looking for hats, and nothing fits me because I have a small head, and you have
the opposite.
An enormous head. Well, let's just be honest. It's enormous. I wouldn't think so, but you've had it measured, and apparently it's enormous.
It's 3 inches larger than the big head. And the saddest thing is when people say, they give you a hat and it says one size fits all, it should say one size fits all except George Lopez.
Yeah, and Ellen DeGeneres, because I don't have the one size fits all either. And you played football and you had a hard
I had to stop playing because, you know, the uniform, the day you get your uniforms is the most exciting day in high school sports, and the day we got ours, everybody had pads. I had pads, but they couldn't find a helmet that... So I had to
What high school did you go to?
San Fernando High. So I never played football because the helmet, you know, you can't hit a dude with a helmet.
Well, this is the color, right? It's the largest one they make. It's going to fit you. It's the largest one they make.
It better fit me or else it's going to be really sad.
Yeah. So that's for you. George Lopez airs Tuesdays at 8:30 on ABC. The holiday movie Naughty or Nice airs Saturday at 8 o'clock on ABC. Come back. We'll be announcing the names of the website giveaway winners. It could be you. I don't know. I want to thank Liam Neeson and George Lopez. Tomorrow, Natalie Portman and Gary Marshall will be here. And we did not forget about the nice folks in our Tom Hanks riffraff room. You're all getting Dodgeball on DVD. And you can find out how to buy all of today's giveaways by going to our website. And all huddled together like little goats on a mountain. And you can register to win them if you go to our website. Here now are the winners from day 1 and 2 of Ellen's 12 Days of Giveaways. Mary Bonstetter from Chicago, Illinois. Thomas Cook, Easley, South Carolina. Audrey E. Weinberger, Brooklyn, New York. Craig Smith, Groveport, Ohio. Tracy Morton, Richmond, Virginia. Sue Williams, Phoenix, Arizona. Loretta Ashenfelter, Lawton, Oklahoma. David May, Orlando, Florida. Carol Edwards, Walport, Oregon. Erica Irwin, Nashville, Tennessee. That went way too fast. Congratulations to all of you. See you tomorrow. Bye.